With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down, 70, Indy. Hey, X3, 218, chopper. We got double up. Hey, Echo. Kill. Five.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Steps away to his left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a five-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check it back.
No. Undercross.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
55. So we got man. Mike 55. Watch the screen.
On 1st First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Mike 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. Touchdown! Dallas Clark, 50 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nico Hardman, 68 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. On first down, Mahomes. They get it to Sayers on the screen. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Mahomes going to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the give, this is Sayers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to... The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They run with Sayers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check nickel.
They'll run now with Okoye. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the football to deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Minshew. He's going to take off with it. They'll have a first down and more past the 20. And fighting down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60-or.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Johnson, 34 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Off play action, it's Minshew. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost miles through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sacked there by Ray Lewis. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Sayers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. They come up in an offset eye. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Being chased out left. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Let's go, defense.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Johnson 95 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So that one will be accepted. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to.
And now here is another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.